B TV. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Got passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist. That 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear. About 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you could tap in and you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. And segregation is the topic of discussion, my G. Segregation is a topic of discussion, my G. So let's get right into it. Now listen, man, after everything that's been said, you know, Fat Joe making the claims that, you know, Ricans created half and 50% of hip hop alongside blacks. Not just that, but Busta Rhymes. Oh, Busta Rhymes saying that America has no culture. You understand what I'm saying? Saying black people have no culture and we take everything from the islanders. It's been a lot said lately. And that further proves my point when I talk about segregation. Now it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deep in a rap. When you scratching the surface, and here at Grown Man Business TV, you already know we definitely scratching the surface. And when we speak about segregation, it always gets taken the wrong way. It always gets misconstrued and misunderstood for hate. You understand? But it's only when we talk like that. Only when we talk like that. And you know, it is what it is, and it'll be what's going to be at all times. But the past and the recent events have all led to this conclusion right here. Right here. You understand what I'm saying? So listen. You already know how we do. We're going to go through these clips. I got some clips for y'all. I'm not going to make this a long one, but we're going to go through these clips. And then we're going to double back and get into these angles. We're going to double back and get into these angles, my G's. You already know what time it is. Gang.
Aborigines, which means what? Black folks. But you never find a white aborigine. Rather, aborigines are called natives, or they're always dark-skinned people. You and I are aborigines. But you don't like to be called an aborigine. You want to be called an American.
It's grown man business.
It's grown man business.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Now it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deep in the rap when you scratching the surface. And here at Grown Man Business TV, you already know we scratching the surface. And that's just a recap. I love bringing that clips and bringing those clips so y'all can get an earful, so y'all can get an eyeful, so it can get that pineal open. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But like I said before, it further proves my point. It further proves my point. And when I say separate and segregation, I'm talking about from everybody. Everybody. It's time for everybody to step back into their respected corners. Let's figure out who everybody is, where you fall in place, where you belong, and then we can come back to the drawing boards. Then we can come back to the table, and we can do business or whatever you want to do. But it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But it's a separation. It's time for a separation. Yeah. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my first angle, my G. My first angle, my G. And that's the animal kingdom and divine order. Yeah, let's dig into this. Now, I always talk about the lion pride, the animal kingdom, and divine order. Animals, they fall into divine order. Humans, we are the only ones that have the choice. You understand? To inflict our will and step out of divine order if we want to. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what's going to be. But I want to break down an analogy for y'all that I always use when I'm proving this point right here. You understand now? Listen, we got the tigers. We got the tigers. You understand now? Tiger, you got the tiger species. That's the umbrella. Tigers. But under that umbrella of tiger species, you got multiple upon multiple of different types of tigers. You got the Asian tiger. You got the Bengal tiger. You understand what I'm saying? You got the Siberian tiger. We're going to stick with those three. Now, in divine order, all three of these tigers have been placed in certain parts of the world. Certain parts of the globe is where their domain is where they rule at. You don't see them hanging around each other. You don't see Siberian tigers hanging around Bengal tigers. Now, mind you, they're all tigers. They are family. They all fall under the same umbrella. But it's a reason why they're not around each other. Now, you take a Siberian tiger and you put it in the environment of a Bengal tiger, and all the Bengal tigers will band together to get rid of that Siberian tiger. And then they can go back to going to war, tribal wars, whatever they want to do. But they will band together to get that Siberian tiger out of there. They're not going to say, hey, that's a tiger. It doesn't matter if he's Siberian. He's a tiger. I'm a tiger. We should all live together. We should all eat together. It doesn't work like that. The Siberian tiger is where he is. The Asian tiger is where he is. And the Bengal tiger is where he is. And every now and then, they rub shoulders. Every now and then, they meet up at the water hole and they chop game with each other about the family. Hey, Bengal tiger, how's your family doing? It's doing pretty good. Siberian, how is your family doing? Siberian tiger, we're doing great. Then the Siberian tiger goes back to his community. The Bengal tiger goes back to his community. And it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But we step out of divine order when we come in with each other and say, hey, they're human. We're all humans. We should all live together. We should all hang together. No, that's where we stepped out of divine order. That's why there's no structure, no infrastructure. That's why it's chaos. Yes, we are all humans, but you have multiple upon multiple different types and races of human. It is what it is, man, and it'll be what it's going to be. Birds. You don't see red birds and blue birds flying together. They're all birds. But it's a reason in divine order why they don't fly together. They might share food every now and then. The cheetah and the hyena, they might share a meal. But they don't hang together. They don't sleep together. They don't breed together. It just doesn't happen. We are the only ones doing that and expecting some type of different result from it. Segregation. Everybody back up. You know, black people, Haitian people, you know, Jamaican people, Panamanian, whatever. Everybody go back to their respected corners and let's figure this thing out. And then we can engage again and do business. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my second angle, my G, my second angle. And that's Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Oh, the narrative and the story gets deep. It gets wicked when it comes to these two legendary men. Martin Luther King, he was sponsored by the higher ups and elites. They paved his pockets. They lined up his pockets to spew their narrative, their angles, their agendas. And that was integration. Integration. It's a reason why they used him as a puppet for integration. You understand what I'm saying? And Malcolm, he spoke the total opposite. He's speaking somewhat like I'm speaking, or I'm speaking somewhat like he's speaking, or was speaking before they rocked him, before they smoked him like a pack. You understand me? He was preaching segregation. He was preaching segregation. They were scared of that. They smoked him first. Huh? They smoked him. Huh? Yeah. And then Martin Luther King got smart. Martin Luther King realized he was on the wrong side. He was preaching the wrong narrative. He was preaching the wrong angles. And as soon as he came to, they smoked him like a pack as well. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Malcolm knew. He knew. He saw the play being ran with the integration. Martin Luther King saw the paper. He saw the touring. He saw the money. He didn't understand the plan that he was a puppet for them people. He was a puppet for the higher ups and the elites. Martin didn't understand that until the last minute. And they rocked him and they smoked him. He actually died at the hospital. They got rid of him. Y'all already know the story, man. But segregation is key. It's key. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my third angle, my third angle, my G, my third angle. And that's the economics that was taken away. We lost our power. We lost all power when we integrated with them people. It's nothing wrong with rubbing shoulders at the water hole. But when we integrated all those black shops, all those black-owned properties, all of those black-owned establishments were taken away. Eminent domain took some away. A business shift because all these black people are now we integrated. Now black people are going to them and going to these, and we're not keeping the money within our community. The black dollar doesn't stay around too long. It only circulates not even one time, like a half a time, and it's gone. That's what happened when we integrated. See, the trick and the foolery in the smoke and mirrors is when they try to act like now, oh, you want to segregate? No, we need to stick together. We're all human. Nah, y'all don't even move like that. Y'all don't even move like that. But for some reason, y'all try to keep us in that mind frame that we all one and was brethren and we all humans. It doesn't work that way. It's not divine order. Black people, FBA, we need our own. Y'all got your own. And if we choose to do business, then we'll do business. Soon as we got in bed with these people and we was convinced to integrate. Nah, how about we put up signs that say no whites allowed and we go from there? How about we do that? We should have did that. Instead of integrating, we should have put up signs that say no whites allowed. The same way they put up signs that say no colors allowed. They got smart and they realized, no, us segregating ourselves from them is making us inferior because in 20 years, in one generation, they will surpass us. We need to integrate to take away the power. We need to integrate to take away the economics. I know it's deep. And I know, I don't want this to go over your head or under your bridge, but I want you to digest this. I want you to take this in and sit with it. Yeah, don't run from this. Don't run from it. Integration was the worst mistake. So it is what it is, man. It'll be what it's going to be, but we need segregation. Yeah, we lost all power when we integrated. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in or you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Business. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing. We not dressing nothing up. Segregation, I had to give it to them straight raw, my G. Segregation, and we had to give it to them straight raw, my G. But you got to look at the animal kingdom. They're bluebirds and red birds. They don't fly together. Siberian tigers and Bengal tigers, they don't hang together. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Every now and then, we might rub shoulders, but that's it. Yeah, bluebirds and red birds don't breed together. Siberian tigers and Bengal tigers and Asian tigers, they don't breed together, but they all fall under the tiger umbrella. Get that through your brain. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, prime examples. Positive, negative, negative, positive. Integrate, segregate. Integration, segregation. What are we doing? You see where we at. We made the wrong decision, obviously. And last but not least, the economic power that we lost. We lost all of our power when we integrated. We lost all of our power, all of our economics when we integrated. Yeah, man, I know it hurts. I know it's hurting you. But I'm here to bring the real. I'm here to bring Grown Man Business TV. That's all it is. It'll be what it's going to be. And it is at all times, my G. It'll be what it's going to be at all times. But it's passion in this. It's absolute passion. And the ancestors speaking and screaming. They screaming through me, my G. It is what it is. Segregation, we segregate, being segregated, not being involved, no integration. We'd be light years past every race, everybody. We'd be light years past them. They'd still be coming to us like they always did throughout history. Even the U.S. coming to us because they couldn't get to the moon. Who helped them get to the moon? 4 little girls from the Tidewater area. It is what it is. Hey, you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Get passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist. That 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear. About 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA, let